Do you have no money? Do you want a free Gojo skin? Click the link in the description below or the icon right here. Alrighty guys, it is the month of April, and that means it is time for yet another tier list for the month of April. Okay, so there's not really much going on this month because obviously we just got two new characters. And only just came out as well, so there isn't too much to go through, but I do want to change a few placements because I've been revealed some things. I've had some revelations. You know what I mean? So before we get any further, please black flash like myself for content and also enter my giveaway, link in description. But let's go. Okay, so before we get into the new characters, right, I want to make a few changes. All right, so first, I'm sorry, I really am sorry, but I gotta move down Blue Gojo, bro. My Glorious King has been up there for like 6 months, like on this version of the tier list, but I say in global probably still top tier, but JP, I don't know anymore, man. Like, we have Sukuna now, we have the Ghetto buff. Gojo, like my boy Loki isn't needed as much anymore. I'd probably put Maki up there, honestly, but I want to keep it more balanced, so I'm sorry, but my boy's going down. And usually Borderline would as well, but I'm happy with this for now. Just, Gojo, Ghetto, Sukuna, Gojo, Toji, Yuta, Gojo, Yuji. That looks good to me, right? So, also on a... Oh, I don't know, bro. Like, there's a lot of supports. Like, Yaga can go up there as well. But I guess, again, the SR supports are more important because they're so easy to get. So, these guys are like a more premium option, right? So, okay, yeah, besides them, right? Obviously, this is the top tier. I also want to move a few guys up. First of all, I want to move Mei up. Mei's a bit underrated in my opinion. Her buffs are really good. When I made this tier list, that would have been when the game first dropped, and I might have been a bit of a noob back then, so I've got her there for now. And I also want to Red G, Drip G. I don't know. Yeah, okay. The trade will occur right now. The transfer, right? UG up. I like his crit stuff he gives, and should I get him up real quick? I will get him up real quick. He's like, what, gonna be not that good for damage? Yeah, here, okay. No, he's alright for damage. Alright, so I think it was his skill 2 that's actually like pretty alright. Yeah, crit rate and allies break damage. Break damage, low key, don't overlook that, bro. Break damage is really important for like Hollow Purple and guys like that, so you can get the break, and then when you do get the break, they're going to do more damage, right? And then he's going to also fill ult gauge, and then also here, he's going to increase Taijutsu damage received by 45%. So, low key, that buff is really important, and like, him increasing damage received as well, I low-key like him, bro. I won't lie, I do like him, so he's going to be up in good pickup, and I'll move Rindo back down, because I don't think she offers that much, and I think that's pretty much it for the... Oh, Megumi. Him with his buff is actually alright as well. I'll put him up to Meh because he's still not that good. I think Junpei as well. Yeah, okay. I want to have all these on Meh. That looks alright to me. And over here as well. On Global, I want to move these two down because they don't really have much value anymore. But I think on JP, they're still alright. I know she just got her SP buff and she's pretty good after that one. Nobara though, I might move her down, and Miguel I'm going to move down as well. I think it's a bit more balanced now. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I think I've got... It's on order, by the way. It's not in order, but I think this is going to be a pretty solid list. So, as for you guys, right? First up, we have Mei Mei, alright? And she's a very simple character. Not much going on, but she's very powerful, alright? So, she's red, Taijutsu, and she just does damage on her skill 1. Skill 2 increases damage dealt by 100% for 3 turns, which is not bad. And increases the enemy's damage received by 10% for 3 turns. So they're already doing 100% more damage for 3 turns and increasing, the damage received. Not bad, right? And skill 3 as well, just more damage. AoE, pretty nice multiplier there. And her ult as well just does, as you can see, so much damage, bro. And then also, as for her auto, not too much going on here, just if her HP is 70% or lower, she'll get 10 curse energy back for 4 turns and increase her Taijutsu and Jutsu stat by 50%. So she's getting a lot of buffs and she's just like a stat demon, right? Not much going on in terms of special stuff, but I guess just what she offers is pretty strong, right? So actually she goes in good pickup. She's not anything like god tier, but her damage is obviously really good. Just raw damage, right? Not much else going on, just raw damage. But besides her, we have the brand new Ino Ino, such an underrated character, bro. The Shiesty Sorcerer, you guys all know. He's really cool. Don't know what's going on there. Let's see if we can see him real quick. Whoa! Looking real quiet. Okay, I'm not a dev like of this. Yeah, whatever, right? So, Ino, pretty cool character. He's got those little auspicious beast things. His skill 1's just damage, but then if he's in his spirit turtle state, it'll change into Sliding Strike, which costs 0 curse energy, and it would do 450 melee damage for 3 hits, and increased damage dealt. So that's actually really strong. For 0 curse energy, 450%, plus increase his own damage, not bad, right? For skill 2, we have increase his own Jujutsu stat by 40%, and deals 450% range damage to the selected enemy. And in the spirit turtle state, it'll become increased own damage dealt by 30% for 2 turns. So that's also pretty alright. As you can see, so far it's just damage, right? And increasing his own damage. Now skill 3 is his spirit turtle, which is one of the auspicious beasts. And it gives him a spirit turtle state. It's for 4 turns, and you can use it after 3 turns. So 4 turns with it, 3 turns without it, and then 4 turns with it again. Yeah, so if you're in the state, you have a 20% chance to evade enemies' attacks. You get decreased own damage dealt by 30%, which is a debuff, and decreases own alt skill charge rate by 20%. So you get a little bit less damage, and then if you use it again, it will inflict reduces curse energy cost and increases own damage dealt by 30% for 4 turns. So when you turn it off and turn it back on, you'll get this stuff, right? Oh, yes, so you have it for 1 turn, next turn pop this again, you get some more buffs, right? So there is like a negative effect, but I don't think it matters too much because the multipliers on this like more than make up for it. So like obviously 150 to 450, if you decrease that by 30, you'll still be less than, it would like still be more than this, right? So, you know, it's still alright. And then what else do we got? That's about it. And then for the ult, we have increases own Jujutsu stat by 50% 1 turn 1 time, and 900%. So he'll do like almost double damage, and then he'll do 900 range damage to 1 enemy. So pretty standard stuff, right? Just ult damage. And as for his auto skills, before he uses any skill, he's going to increase his own Jujutsu stat by 10% and recover 10 curse energy. And in his spirit turtle state, he'll get an additional action for 1 turn. So kind of like Yuji, right? Zonji, he's going to get an extra attack. Probably like use a combination of these two, or even like use this again, so you get the 30%, and then use like this one or this one. So he's just pretty much like a lesser version of Yuji, I guess. Blue DPS. He seems alright, like he's gonna do good damage, but I feel like these like new units coming out now, they're not really, you know, that gimmicky. It's just damage, and that's kind of it. But I guess that's what you need for the. I'm pretty sure the new tower stages, some of them didn't have debuffs. I know the most recent ones do let debuffs, but some of them don't let debuffs. So I guess why this is like important, because it's raw damage characters, right? I'm gonna put him in good pickup, but I don't think you really need him at all, especially with like Sukuna and even Blue Gojo, Blue Numaki, guys like that. You don't really need this dude, but if you like Ino, then go for him, I guess. But that is a tier list for the month of April. I think I have it pretty spot on this time. You know, I've corrected my ways. I've got, I think, pretty accurate rankings now. I can't really tell what I've missed. But if you guys have anything to say, let me know down below. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to backslash like myself for content. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.